Welcome back, Jazzed Fans TV. Somber week. First dirty sweep week.
It was, yeah.
Swept under the rug week. Just demoralizing.
Yeah.
I never thought this week would come.
No, not this. No,
Not this year at all, or next year.
And I still thought we were in the clear because I was like, all right, well, we still had the Mavericks game. And then I was like, oh, wait, that was last week.
Yeah.
We've rattled off 4 in this week. And we even gave them more time. We even tried, but they couldn't even fit in a game in the meantime to get a win. We even gave them 2 extra days.
Yeah.
Between trips, sick, and other nonsense. We tried to give them more time.
The game I was most worried about was San Antonio. The game I wasn't worried about at all was Houston. And when we lost Houston, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, this just looking at the schedule, because I've never followed the Jazz closer than I have this year, thanks to this channel, and it's actually been a lot of fun. But, like, I got this pit in my stomach in the Vivint Smart Home Arena that we're in trouble.
Yep.
But let's get right into it. There was one highlight of the week. Oh, Carson already knows where I'm going with this. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time trophy-winning bobblehead, is in the house. It's at my work. It was the only highlight of the week and the reason for the joy that we had.
I wish there was a Rudy with like a bobblehead. I know you can't do it because they're head bobbles.
Yeah.
But I wish there was a fully extended Rudy, and then we could have had the Dame getting blocked that I got you. But you can't do that if they also lose.
No.
If they would have won, I could have got you the bobblehead, and we could have had that. We're missing every piece to that. I'm trying to set up a scene here that nothing worked.
Nothing worked this week. But we went remote this week. Nothing good to report, but we went remote. We'll talk about it. Houston game, let's get into it. This one we're probably going to dive into more because this was the first game Jazz Fans TV was together and witnessed for. We got there, and we were upset because we realized Westbrook and Harden aren't playing and Capella, and we're like, well, this is going to be dumb. We're going to be blowing them out. We're not going to have good interviews because we don't like when it gets to be a super big blowout. It's just the energies. We're like, we wanted to see a good game. We'd paid the money. We had the ball. We want to see a good game. And then we proceeded to just get beat.
And also we were upset because, well, you've said numerous times that you don't want to see Houston in the playoffs. And I'm all in that we can destroy Houston. And this is me going back a week and a half. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got it. Give me full Houston, Capella, Harden, Westbrook, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, whatever his stupid name is. Give me all of them. We're going to win. And they're like, okay, well, these 3 aren't going to be like, oh, great. Well, it's going to be a blowout then.
Blowout. And it was a blowout in the wrong direction. We never led in this game, I don't believe.
Eric Gordon had 50 points.
Who are you? Hate it. He was on fire. He played great.
What did he shoot? He shot
6 for 11 from 3.
6 for 11 from 3, 14 for 22.
16 points from free throws.
Yep, that is the
I'm not going to make excuses.
I'm not either. I'm not going to bring it up, but you know.
We know.
You know.
We know.
We still would have lost, but that
did not help. Also,
I don't understand why for 3 or 4 possessions in a row, the Jazz are just dribbling into the other player's hands. We had turnovers galore. We had 8 in the first quarter. It has got to be – the turnovers got to be figured out.
100%. It's been a problem all year, and I don't know what to blame anymore, but I'm blaming something.
Yeah, dude. I saw 8 turnovers in a game, and another one I was like, oh, that's a quarter for the Jazz. No, they had 7, and I was like, we have more in a quarter. It's ridiculous.
And without those key players, 3 players above 20 points for Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And who's D. House Jr.? I don't even know who this guy is. 21 points. Yeah. That's not okay. The defense was abysmal. And Rudy Gobert was ineffective. Watching the game the whole time, we tried to get it to him in the weirdest of ways, and we were flat-footed, and honestly, it felt like we didn't care. It really did.
Well, and I've been yelling about this UCLA cut.
That's why his voice is gone.
Yep. And we tried it once, and they doubled him, and they got the ball out of his hands, I think. Or they just maybe they didn't let him in the paint. So they did it again, and I'm like, oh, this is exactly how this play's supposed to run. Instead, when he cuts in, they hit it all the way over to Bogey, and he's missing shots. And that was kind of the key shots were getting missed on top of Rudy being ineffectual It was.
There were
bad.
hustle plays too that we just weren't there, man.
Yeah.
Like I remember Bogdanovich coming down on one play and he got it stolen. He just kind of did this while the play was going on behind. I was like, no, turn around. What's going on? Like there was just a bad vibe, and it did not make for good interviews either.
No.
So disappointing.
There was something else I wanted to talk about.
And I was so.
Oh. What else happened in this game we were very mad at? An old Jazz man missed 2 free throws in the fourth.
Cephalosha.
And we did not get free chicken sandwiches.
No.
They gave us free stupid drinks.
Stupid drinks.
We already talked about it on the
podcast.
The podcast, but
Upset.
it's here. I'm not happy about that. That's stupid.
Way stupid.
I wanted my sandwiches. I only go to a handful of games a year. Never going to get the sandwich.
And we're there for
oh
the
my
free
gosh,
throw.
I got it.
No, nothing. I'm not going for drinks. That when you provide the sandwich, I will get a drink. But if you don't, no, I'm not getting a drink for free and buying a sandwich. You can go to hell, Chick-fil-A. You can go to hell. I see what you're doing, and I'm not okay with it. No. So boycotting Chick-fil-A. You feeling like Popeyes?
Yep.
Sure am. Smoky ranch. What's the ranch? Bolt. What's the type of
Blackened
ranch?
ranch.
Blackened ranch.
And they have a better sandwich.
And a better sandwich.
But not to Paul, but now he's on board.
I'm on board. No, 100% I'm on board. Popeyes, let's go. Screw off Chick-fil-A. And I'm going on Sunday to make it a double measure. No, I'm going when you're open. Yeah, on Saturday. No. Sorry.
We're going to go right before the Jazz game.
And I'm going to go on Monday. I'm a family night. On Monday, I'm going to go on family night to spite you. And then I'm going to,
Should we go to the game that you were scared about? Or do you have anything else you want to talk about in the Rockets game?
The Rocket game's just going to make me upset. The Spurs game, I fully was marking this as I'm worried L before we lost to Houston. And then I'm like, ooh, this is a bad time to roll into Houston. Or roll into San Antonio.
Well, I didn't really believe your whole analysis of like scoring guards or destroying us. And I think the back-to-back of Eric Gordon and DeMar DeRozan going off on us, I was like, there's a problem. And we'll get into later,
sure, like,
because we thought Royce O'Neal was going to be the guy to cover the position, like he was going to be the lockdown guy. They moved him out of the starting lineup.
It's not going well.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But super bummed out on this one. I think I have to shoulder some of the blame before somebody Amber Heards me and goes back and finds the audio of me saying Conquest, Texas. My fault.
No,
because we got conquested by Texas. But this was a bad one. And if you're telling me that Jordan Clarkson is going to have 37, I'm thinking we're winning this game. And
yeah.
I mean, people started harshing him like, oh, my gosh, he turned into a black hole. He was the only person that could make anything.
That was Denver.
Was it Denver?
Yep.
Damn it.
He scored 20 in this game.
He did great.
He did good.
Well, carry it on, Paul. I messed that one up. You're right, it was. I forgot because, yeah.
No, 100%. I prepped.
I was sick in bed.
He's sick. I'm shouldering the load. Look at these shoulders. I did them today. No, it was... I watched the highlights of this game. I'll be honest, I did miss this game. But I watched the highlights, and they weren't very good. This one felt like a more offensive struggle. Mitchell got 31, but it never felt like the offense was really gelling. A lot of ISO. I don't know if anyone else is picking up on it. I felt like a lot of ISO this week in general. Not a lot of ball movement, not a lot of help around. And Georges Niang, 0 for 3 from three-point range. I'm noticing, Niang. Noticing. I don't like it. 4 points. But O'Neal, not a particularly strong and inspiring performance. And Ingles, man, come on. I need more from Ingles. I do. I just do. Conley's okay, but 12 points for what we're paying him, it's not enough. I don't know. This was a close game, but we were never winning it, and it never felt like we were going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it felt like they had it in control the whole time, and it was disappointing.
Yeah.
And that's really all I have for San Antonio. It's just I never liked going to San Antonio. I think I've only witnessed in my life like 3 wins there, and it's bad.
Yeah, Pop is the real deal. It was also not only just good teams. Obviously, good teams have good coaches typically, and we saw that, like making Rudy more ineffectual. And it seems like ever since we've been starting to get the plaudits that we've been wanting, we've kind of lost the underdog mentality. This is like goes into nuance, and you can't really quantify it, but it's like Royce gets his contract and starts doing poorly. Donovan and Rudy get their all-star bids, and then we start doing – I know that's like a stupid take almost, but it kind of is weird at the same time. I guarantee we turn it around and they all play better, but
Sure.
It's just – it was kind of a letdown. It's like, good. I'm like, everybody's finally getting what they deserve, but we can't put it together.
Yeah.
On to Denver and Jordan Clarkson.
Worst possible time to have your first trip to Denver is on a back-to-back after San Antonio.
Yep.
I was worried about this from the I thought 2-2 this week. I thought Portland and Houston win. I actually saw 2 losses coming, and I was just stressed. We actually had the lead. We were playing well. Clarkson went off, 37 points. What was it, like midway through the third? No, just at the end of the third quarter, went back to tied, and that made me nervous.
Yeah.
And it did not go well in the fourth quarter. And that's disappointing because that's when usually Mitchell comes on. I was expecting more, and I didn't get it.
No, this was the game that Mitchell
Had 4 points.
The worst game I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like
0 for 3 from 3.
we can
0 for 6, I'm sorry.
We can obviously have a bad Donovan game with this team at this point and still get a win.
It's okay.
He got it. Like, I mean, I think this is – how many assists did he have? Yeah, this is like one of his highest assist games. He got it.
Yeah.
He started kicking the ball out and stuff. And God bless Jordan Clarkson got hot. And again, I was getting into this, and then you stopped me correctly. Again, I start seeing people online saying, oh, Jordan Clarkson got into a black hole, and that's why we lost. And it's like, no, that's why we were in it.
Yeah.
He was the only one with the hot hand from 3.
I agree.
Like, that is the move.
Sure.
Like, you at that point, he gets you back into the game. 'Cause I can't remember how much we were down by when he brought us back. I think it was like 18 or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You go with the hot hand.
100%.
You live and die by that at that point after he carries you all the way back. And you could see that it meant – this is one thing – this is a positive I'll take from the week.
Okay.
You could see that it meant a lot to Jordan that he was a contributor, and he felt like he let the team down when he missed those last few shots.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's head's still in it. It's just not clicking right now. I believe in all of them collectively. I did like to see that. He was still disappointed. It's not clicking. It's going to.
Yeah.
This was another game, though, that I'm worried. This was the same thing at the beginning of the season. It seemed like we lost our defensive identity. It seemed like we had gotten it back a little bit.
Sure.
And I was still, even in the wins, though, right before we started losing these 4, I was still a little worried about it because everybody was still scoring over 100. And I'm like, I still think we have to anchor it in defense. But we keep letting people get over 100 and oftentimes like 120. I think we need to go back to defense. I don't know.
100%. And we need to set the tempo. And if we have Rudy Gobert on the court, the tempo needs to be just a little bit slower. We need to dictate the tempo. We need to set up a half-court offense. We need to be the ones that are in control, and we're not right now. We're just not. And I think some of that comes from confidence of shooting, and we don't have it collectively as a team. When Rudy Gobert has 21 points, and that's basically our offense besides Jordan Clarkson, like Ingles, Bogdanovich, Mitchell all can't have a bad night.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Back-to-back, like this one, I'm okay. We played them hard. We lost by 6, but I was like, now we got to go to Portland. And you, sir, went there.
I did go to Portland and
got sick.
Yeah, I was sick Friday, and I was like, oh, damn it, now I have to go all the way to Portland. And I kept it mostly together. I had to bail on a few activities, especially the day of the game. I had to go back to the hotel and fall asleep. But we made it out to the game. We had a good time. I actually, by the way, really like the actual court inside the arena.
Is it cool?
Yeah. The surrounding shops like that are in the arena are lacking. Yeah. That bobblehead was like the only thing that I actually found that I liked. I was scouring that place for other ones because I didn't even love it. I was trying to find something, Dame, for you.
Nothing.
They have about as bare bones of a selection as you could possibly get. It was weird.
That's crazy.
It was weird. Anyways, but the inside the arena, they're all padded seats. All the way, because we were almost at the top. They're all padded seats all the way up. Everybody,
like Vivint, though. Vivint is, too. Ours were padded when we went to Houston.
Were they?
Yeah.
They weren't, though, back in...
Not back in the day.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
I thought... I don't know. Anyways, it's very nice seating, and the people there were actually really super nice as well. We talked to some of the Trailblazers fans. I I mean, I guess if I'm going to see a Jazz loss, seeing iconic Dame performance was actually pretty awesome. He went unconscious. And I was like, the first quarter after Conley posted those huge numbers, I was like, this isn't good. Everybody around me was happy, and I'm like, we cannot get into a shootout with these guys. We're not stopping them. We've just shot better than them. That will not last. And it didn't last.
Makes me sad. I can't really reiterate beyond that. Like, Dame got hot. We got a little cold. We were in it, but we were losing most of the game. And honestly, we're just deflated. We just want to get back home. We see 4 days off coming up. We're just it had the making. When we lost to Denver, I was like, oh, and we lost Denver so close. I was like, we're in trouble in Portland. They're looking for revenge. We're in trouble. I was just nervous, like in that movie when you're like, that person's gonna die, and then they die, and you're like, I knew they were gonna die. Like it was, and I'm just like, no, we got swept on the week, 0-4, no. And the week started with me like, we're gonna win Houston. We're 2-0, starting in the gauntlet stretch. I think, what a positive, and we just got punched and punched and punched and punched, and it's bad. And I'm really nervous about Denver on Wednesday.
Yeah, me too. And can we talk a little bit about how well he had been playing too? Hasn't he hit something like in 5 games he's almost hit 53s?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dame's on fire.
Dude.
I want a Dame jersey. I do. I'm getting his shoes. You'll see him on next week's recap. The Dame Sixes hecklers get dealt with. It's a birthday present.
Whoop, whoop. We keep talking about it. With Nurkic coming back, they all of a sudden look real scary.
They're going to make the playoffs.
There's 4 strong teams. I think
they're turning it on, and I don't want to see them in the playoffs.
I do think 4 of our division, 4 teams in our division are now making the playoffs.
Ooh.
Well,
I think OKC could fade.
Barring OKC trades.
Okay.
They keep talking about trades in OKC.
With Adams, yeah. That's fair.
Barring that, but I mean, if they have Ferguson, they have Chris Paul, they have Schroeder off the bench, they have Adams, I think they're a better overall complete team than the other ones trying to get in. I think we have 4 in. But I do think the Trailblazers are for real now, and they're going to make it. I still would like us to be second in our division. I'm a little worried that we're not going to get ahead of Denver at this point. It's okay.
We haven't even passed the All-Star break. Everyone calm down. Calm down. We're going to be okay.
Second in our division. That's still as good as like 4th in the West. It's not bad.
We're winning the division. You heard it here. First, February 4th. Birthday miracle. Coming in hot.
Okay. I'm out of it this week. I would love to be wrong.
I'm positive. I'm hyped.
There it is. First in the division. We're getting that.
So, with such a bad week, who are we going to give Player of the Week to, Carson?
Nobody deserves it.
Nobody deserves it.
For performances.
No one.
We're really stoked for, again, all the plaudits that everybody's been getting, the contract, the all-star nods. But performance-wise,
couldn't do
it. You had Donovan with his couple 30 games, but then he had a 4-point game. You had Rudy with some okay performances, and then you have the Rockets game. You've got Bogdanovich also up and down. Ingles. Mike Conley, if he could have continued out, we could have beat the Trailblazers, but he only had 1 quarter the whole week that I could actually give it to. It was Royce. We didn't even talk about that. Got relegated to the bench.
Yeah.
Because he's not anchoring the defense like he was supposed to.
Nope.
And then, he even played against – this is the other thing. He played against the second unit and still didn't do well. Nobody gets it except for Rajon Tucker. And the only reason is because he started a grassroots campaign to get in the dunk competition, and I want that. Everybody get on board. It's got to be to somebody. Rajon Tucker. Again, nobody deserves it for play, but we want him to get in the dunk competition. Or Niang also for the 3-point competition, but Rajon Tucker.
Rajon Tucker. Look ahead?
Look ahead.
2 games this week that we're recapping or previewing. Revenge possibilities. We had Denver and Portland away. Now we have Denver and Portland at home after 4 days to rest, get some practice. I'm going to go positive. I don't know what he's going to say. We didn't do this. We do it on purpose. I go 2-0 this week. I think we can win them both. How dare you? Revenge week. Revenge week.
No,
I said it.
Don't say how dare you. I'm laughing because I have the same thing.
Dang it. We're in each other's. This is what cohesion with co-hosts means.
We've got a lot of time to prepare, get
Absolutely.
healthy, figure some stuff out,
yell at each other.
I think 2-0. I like the home court advantage rather. The way we do it is the thing with Denver, the reason I think we win is I said this before. They still, I think, are dealing with injuries. I don't think their guards scare us as much as other guards.
Nope.
As long as we keep Jokic to 30-ish points, he's going to still put up his points. I know that. But if we can get Rudy having over 20 like he did against them, he had 21.
Yeah.
And if we can limit Jokic to under 30, I think we have a chance with their guards not going off. I think we go off against them. And then I'm just hoping we just keep rolling. And
I do too.
There's opportunity to attack Carmelo that I don't think that we took against the Trailblazers.
Division revenge.
By the way, they are completely floored in Portland why Ed Davis is not the same Ed Davis that they had.
Yeah.
They were mind blown. So I don't know what we're going to do there.
I
but
don't know.
I think we're better than both of these teams right now. Denver, if they get their full team,
yeah,
maybe they're better than us, but I
possible.
think we're better than them this week. And we have a lot of time to prepare. 2-0.
When we have both predicted clean sweeps, it's always happened. I'm just saying it right here, right now. 2-0. Let's go, Jazz. We're going to see at the interviews Wednesday and Friday night. We don't care that it's cold. We don't care that there's snow and that winter came late. We're there. We're excited.
Boom.
But until then, stay faithful, Jazz. We're going to be fine. We're going to be okay. We're going to have a great week. We'll see you at the game.
We'll see you outside the arena, guys.